Hey everyone, welcome back to Ontario Gardening. Today we are going to propagate some indoor plants. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick and easy. So we've got our indoor setup here with a couple of our indoor plants. And today we are going to be propagating this ivy plant. So a general rule of thumb that I follow when propagating plants is not to cut more than 1/3 of the plant's leaves off. So I'm going to come down here and snip about here because that's about 1/3 length of the plant. It's similar to this other plant here. You would want to only cut 1/3 of the stem and leave a couple of leaves on the stem. So propagating plants can be different for each one. I highly encourage you to just quickly look up online before you start snipping as to how they can be propagated in terms of storing the propagated piece. So for instance, this plant here, I could snip off, and what I can do is I can take that piece and actually put it right into soil, and it will root right into the soil. But other plants, such as this ivy, I have to snip it off, put it in water, and let that form for a couple weeks until the roots start actually forming in the water. And then I can put it in soil. So there are a few ones you can direct transplant right into soil, and then there's ones that you have to actually let root bound in water or another medium. So just definitely do your research before you start doing that. But let me just show you quickly how to do an ivy plant, and this way you kind of have an idea that it's not actually that scary to propagate an indoor plant and make more. Okay, so I'm taking a fresh, clean pair of scissors, and I'm going to pick a spot on the plant. Again, for me, I like to just leave at least 1/3 of the plant. So I'm going to actually pick this spot here, and then all you're going to do is snip it. And now I've got this propagated piece. And I'm going to put the end that I've snipped into some water. And I'm going to put this in a windowsill or a warm spot. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to just check on it every day and see how it's doing. And another thing that you want to make sure you're doing is changing the water once it gets a little murky or gross. Because you obviously don't want bacteria in the water to kill the roots as they're trying to grow. So then in a couple weeks, once the roots have established, we can put it in some soil and we're going to have another plant. So propagating is awesome because you can share with your friends, family, make more plants yourself. Like as you can see in this plant here, we've got little babies. So we're eventually going to come in here and dig some of those out. This was a propagated piece from my friend's plant. She gave me this. So yeah, it's like really, I have propagated this one so many times for friends and family. I'm actually so many times that he's starting to die. I gotta get him to bounce back. But yeah, it's a great way to get new plants and cheap. You could also sell little propagations if you wanted. So yeah, that's simple and easy. Stay tuned as we get through the winter here. I got some greenhouse set up and some other things to show you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.